find the Zoom link for her?
I just texted it to her.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Hey, everybody. We're gonna wait just a couple seconds to get started, let everyone have a chance to sign on. Please make sure, and we'll give everyone a couple minutes to kind of figure Zoom out. Please go ahead and mute yourself. So you can go ahead in the corner of whatever device you're using, there should be a mute button. Go ahead and mute yourself, and then if you have a question, just unmute yourself and talk. But if there's any background noise, it'll be hard for everybody else to follow, and it'll put your screen on the main screen. Also, try to make sure that your thing says your name or the student's name, and try to make sure your video's on so we can interact with each other. I'm glad to see there's already some people on here. I'm still sharing this. Let me go ahead and send out this text to everybody. Make sure everybody has it. Okay, let's see. Just a couple minutes. We'll get started in about
I can hear.
I just want to make sure.
You have 10 stars if they ask.
Okay.
All right, guys. So please go ahead and make sure your video is on. And if you're just getting on, make sure your video is on, and then make sure you are muted. Okay, and then you can always unmute yourself if you have questions or things like that, but we just don't want a ton of background noise. Hi, Daniel, and the Newberries, and Luca, and the Yosts.
Hi.
Hello, hello. Hi, Caleb, and Miss Jenny. And it looks like I have Miss Piper on here. I don't have your video, Piper. And I see Stephanie. I don't have a video. I'm not sure if that's the Monroes or.
Hi.
Hi. How are you, Luca? You good? Hi, Miss AJ. Are Ethan and Aaron with you?
Hi. Ethan will be joining, and Aaron is with Ethan.
Okay, awesome.
I'm grabbing something to eat.
Okay. Hi, Miss Becky and Mr. Connor. I see, I think Stella is on here. So guys, try to make sure it says your name, and try to turn your video on, and then please try to mute your audio for right now. That way everyone can hear. Give it one more minute. I still haven't sent this. Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna, and I do, so just so everybody knows, so we are gonna do this, a little mat chat at 11:30, and we will start right at 11:30 in the future. I just know that figuring this out and even just getting the information out there is taking a little extra this first time. So we will in the future start right at 11:30, and just go for about 5 or 10 minutes. What we'll do in each of these, we're gonna start, we're talking about confidence is our theme of the month, and we're gonna start going through this book, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself, which is one of the required readings for Black Belt. So you guys, what I'm gonna do is once you guys have been on 5 of these meetings, so if you get on every weekday at 11:30, by next Thursday, anyone who's been on 5 of these, I'm gonna send you a book. So message me on Facebook or give me a call and let me know once you've been on 5 of these meetings, and I will send you your book, okay? So what we're gonna do is go through one chapter of this at a time, and we're gonna start with chapter 1, which is really just a basic introduction to the book. Okay, one more second, let me get this, make sure this is out, and we are good. Okay, I think we can go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna go through, we're gonna do our mat chats, we're gonna talk about this book. We also are gonna start doing our stars on here. So I will ask, after we discuss this, I'll ask who has stars to turn in, and I'm gonna take a little note of that. and we'll get those checked in for you guys. I think Miss Katie's going to help me check everybody in for that. And thank you, Miss Katie. And we will go from there. We're also going to do any announcements we have. So I do want to take a second to make that quick announcement now that, let's change my view so I can see everybody. Okay, we're trying the Zoom meetings out, obviously. This is the first one we've done. I really think that we'll do this Mat Chat each weekday, and then at 11:30, and then all of our club seminars, we're gonna do virtual because we wanna still make sure that we're doing all of those classes, but we really want for those to be interactive. So doing the Facebook Live and just doing it at home without any feedback is something that we want to work on. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it virtual like this. So tonight we have our board breaking seminar, and we're going to do board breaking techniques. Obviously, you guys don't have rebreakable boards and holders and all of those things at home, but we're going to go over a lot of board breaking techniques tonight at 5:15. And then at 6, we're going to do our leadership seminar, and they're working on tournament prep. And then at 7, we are doing our Masters Club seminar, and they are working on knife. So we'll do it like this. So we'll be out on the mats, and you'll be able to see the instructors and what's going on here. But we'll also be able to see you guys. So make sure that you are in your uniform, dressed and warmed up and ready to start class on time. And then log into here, and we'll be able to give you guys feedback. I think like for the first one, Master Lappin's going to teach it, and I'm going to be on watching the students giving feedback and stuff like that. So it'll be more like actually being in class. Okay. Does anyone, so just a reminder for anyone who's just coming on, I think I see Hannah's on here, Nicholas. Welcome, you guys. Please make sure, hi Ethan and Aaron, please make sure that you guys have your name on there, and make sure that your video is on so we can see you guys. Okay, please also try to mute yourself. And does anyone have any questions about the Zoom, the Mat Chats, or the leaders or masters seminars, the board breaking seminars, anything like that? Anyone have any questions? If you do, wave your hand. Okay. Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and get started. We'll get started with what to say when you talk to yourself. So we are going to, like I said, go through one chapter of this each day when we do this, just a quick little 5-minute Mat Chat at 11:30 every weekday. So chapter 1 is really a big introduction to the book. And it's kind of talking about why the author wrote the whole book. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to read the first introduction. If anyone who's if anyone is not muted, please mute yourself. Okay. All right. So you are everything that is, your thoughts, your life, your dreams come true. You are everything you choose to be. You are as unlimited as the endless universe. Who can tell me what they think that means? What does that mean? I think the most important line in that is you are everything you choose to be. You are as unlimited as the endless universe. So who wants to share what they think that is? Go ahead and unmute yourself and let me know what you think that means. If our theme of the month is confidence and the book is what to say when you talk to yourself, what do you think the author means by that? Anyone?
Hey, I think that it means that if you truly believe in yourself, that the sky is the limit for you.
Absolutely. Very good. Anyone want to add to that? Good job, Miss AJ. Anyone want to add to that? I think she's right on. I think that's...
Are you wearing that?
I do.
Are you wearing that? No,
Hey, Hannah, did you want to share something?
You know
She was
they
just
can
saying that it was basically the only limits you have are the ones that you make for yourself.
Absolutely. Both of you guys are spot on. This whole chapter, that's what this is talking about. So what to say when you talk to yourself. This whole book is about the power of self-talk. And I think everyone in here, who in here has had a bad day? Raise your hand if you've ever had a bad day before. Now let's think about that. It probably was just 10 seconds of something bad that happened. And I don't know how many seconds are in a day, but 10 seconds of something bad that happened, but you focused on that for the entire rest of the day, and your self-talk made the rest of your day bad. Now, who in here has had a really good day? Who in here has had a really good day? And it's probably the same thing. It's just one little thing that happens that makes your day. And then the rest of the day, you're focused on that one really good thing, and it makes your whole day really good. So this whole book is talking about how powerful our thoughts are in our success and achieving our goals. So I'm going to talk about a couple other things that he says. Okay, we have all heard what life is supposed to offer: endless opportunities, the fulfillment of our dreams, the chance to live each day in a way that brings happiness and success. Okay, so why are some people day to day happier, more productive, and more fulfilled than others? What makes the difference? Okay, so basically, everyone knows what, I think everyone in here probably has a dream of what their life would be like in the future, or what their life would be like right now, any of those kinds of things. Now, I want you guys to answer that question. What do you guys think it is? What do you think the difference is in the people who achieve their dreams and are happy and feel successful and content, and who feel like they've achieved things and who feel happy with the way they spend their days? What do you think is the difference between that person and the person who's like, oh, my life is horrible, my life is miserable, I haven't achieved my goals, I can never do these things? What do you guys think the difference is?
Self-talk.
Oh,
Self-talk, yeah. Is that Miss Erin? Yeah, exactly. It's what you say to yourself. So just like having a good day versus a bad day, you can have a good life versus a bad life if you are focusing on the negative or the positive. You can do that in any area. In a karate class, you can choose to focus on what you're doing really, really well. We see students do this all the time. And you guys have, I've had classes where I go to class and I get corrected right away. And then the rest of the class, I'm like, man, I am not doing, like, I'm doing horrible. My stances are horrible. This is horrible, whatever it is. And that's what I'm focusing on. And that's what happens, right? And then you have classes where you maybe get a compliment, and then you start thinking about that the whole rest of the class. When in reality, what we should do is we should take that compliment and we should focus on the positive, have a good class. But even if we get criticism, we still want to focus on the positive. I know I have good stances. So if someone corrects my front stance, I'm not thinking now I have horrible stances because someone corrected me. I'm thinking, okay, how can I learn from this? But I'm still going to know that I have good stances. So the biggest difference in achieving those dreams and having a fulfilled and happy day or life is self-talk. Good. Okay, so the next section, he's talking about unlimited life of practical potential. Okay, so long before I learned what we could not do, I dreamed of knowing what I could do. So he's saying that when he was a little kid, he had all of these dreams of what he wanted to be when he grew up, all the big things he was going to accomplish. A lot of kids, who in here? Stella, what do you want to be when you grow up?
We good?
I'm going to unmute you.
Awesome.
Okay, what do you want to be when you grow up, Stella?
A doctor.
A doctor. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute you again. Luca, what do you want to be when you grow up? See if I can unmute you. Oh, I can't hear you, bud.
I'm going to open the back pasture.
If your mom can. What about, who is that? Kaden, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a Marine.
A Marine. Very cool. Daniel or Luca, can you guys unmute yourself?
Luca's unmuted.
Okay, Luca, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An astronaut.
An astronaut. Awesome. Awesome. Daniel, what do you want to be when you grow up? Daniel, what do you want to be when you grow up, bud? Or what's something you want to do?
A karate instructor.
A karate instructor. Awesome. So he's talking about how when he was a little kid, he had all of these big dreams. I think he mentioned wanting to be an astronaut, actually. And then as he got older, he started to learn, and anyone, even you guys that are like Hannah and Ezekiel and Nicholas and Aaron, you guys are a little bit older, so you're probably starting to learn that to be a doctor, you have to go to a minimum of like 8 years of college after school, or to be an astronaut, all of those things. There's a lot of work and a lot of obstacles and a lot of challenges and a lot of reasons why you can't do something. So Master Lappin talks about this a lot in our gold meetings, but she makes that chart. I'm going to draw it right now. And you can list all of the reasons why I can and why I can't. Okay, so this is the chart, right? You can list all of the reasons why you can be an astronaut, be a karate instructor, be a doctor, all of those things. Or you can think about all of the reasons why you can't do it. Now, most of us naturally, especially as you get older, you start focusing more on the reasons why you can't instead of the reasons why you can. And we're kind of taught to do that because we as we get older, we learn restrictions, we learn things that we should do, we must do, we cannot do. When we're little kids, when we're 2 years old, none of you guys are there, but when you're 2 years old, you don't even know that you're not supposed to run out in the street, right? You don't know of anything you're not supposed to do. So everything is a possibility. But as we get a little bit older, it's easy to focus on why we can't instead of why we can. And the only thing we have to do to change that is to change our self-talk, okay? So what if we find what's stopping us and turn it around? So we just talked about this. The big thing that's stopping us is our self-talk. So what if you can recognize that and change it? So everybody in here, I want you to think about something in your life that you think you could do better. And then he kind of talks about here that this is a great book to read, whether you're trying to achieve goals, lose weight, have better relationships or friendships, make more money, have a better career, be a better parent. As a kid, be a better student, get better grades, be better in karate. All of those things, this can help you because your self-talk affects every area of your life. Okay, so with that being said, our theme of the month is, that's a big summary of the chapter. He also talks about, he did a lot of research on human behavior, which is kind of, why people do what they do. And then a lot of research on motivational marketing, which is encouraging people to do something. Okay, so with that being said, that's a pretty good summary of chapter 1. It's a quick little chapter. Chapter 2, we're going to go over on Monday, and it's the answers. So we'll start going into that on Monday. But I do kind of want to talk about confidence with that. So with everything we just talked about, what do you think confidence does to your thoughts, to your self-talk, to your ability to achieve your goals? What do you guys think? Who can tell me? Miss Rebecca?
Well, there's no way she can answer me.
It's going to make you a more positive person.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you're feeling confident about yourself in any one area or in general, Daniel's clapping for you, in any area, you're going to start focusing on the positive. And it's vice versa. If I maybe am not super confident, if I am trying to get better grades and I'm feeling like it's really hard, I'm not sure if I can do it, there's all of these reasons why I can't get anything higher than C's. Changing my thoughts is going to be a big way to change my confidence, right? If I tell myself every day, well, I studied for 10 minutes, I'm going to do a little bit better on my homework assignment, or I studied every day this week, so I'm going to do really well on my test. Or if you change your thoughts, it's going to improve your confidence. Erin, did you want to add something to that?
Dirty.
Yeah.
Anybody else? What do you guys think confidence has to do with self-talk?
Does my face look greasy? I'll need a shower today.
Okay, Weston, I'm going to go ahead and mute you, but you can show your video if you want to as well. All right, well, I think that was a pretty good summary. I think you guys all get that. So what I want you guys to do is to, today, all day today, every time you have a positive thought, I want you to give yourself a pat on the back, and I want you to think about how you can focus on that. And then anytime you maybe have a negative thought, even if it's something little like, oh man, I have to stay home today, or I can't go to karate class, I want you guys to try to think of the positive things like, oh, I can get on the Zoom meeting and I can still do karate class at home, or those kinds of things. So try to, anytime you catch yourself having a negative thought, try to redirect it. Okay, any questions about chapter 1? Awesome. Okay, so before we go then, I do want to remind everybody really quick, we are doing this Mat Chat every day at 11:30. We are going to start right at 11:30, and it'll only last 5 or 10 minutes. Today we started a little bit late. We were giving everyone a little bit of time to get on here. And we are doing our board breaking techniques seminar tonight at 5:15. our leaders seminar, which is doing tournament prep at 6, and then our Masters Club, which is Knife. We're doing those all through Zoom. So it's the same classroom. So you'll use the exact same link to get on and do the exact same thing. Make sure that you are dressed in your uniform, you have space to train, you're warmed up and ready to go right on time. Make sure your video's on, your name is in the description, and go ahead when we start, mute yourself, and you can unmute yourself as we go. Last thing, any questions about that? Any questions there? Awesome. Did you have a question, Aaron?
How do you
All right, well, you can message me if you have a question, sweetie. Have your mom message me on Facebook or something. Okay, so lastly, before we go, anyone in here complete any character building sheets? Has anyone done any character building sheets this week? Any stars?
I have 10 stars.
Who is that? Where are we?
Piper.
Piper, you did 10 stars. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and check you in for that. Everybody clap for Piper. Good job, Piper. Which ones were they, sweetie? Do you remember which character building sheets you did?
Not that I know of right now.
Okay. All right. Who else has turned in some character? Well, good job, honey. And how many, do you know how many total you have?
No.
Okay, I'll look at it. All right, who else has turned in, not turned in, obviously. Who else has completed some character building sheets? Hannah? You said 5? How many have you done? How many stars? 5?
I'll have to think about that.
Okay, let me know. When we get on Monday, let me know. Bring your character building sheets if you guys have them done. But you guys are home, so this is a great time for you guys to work on getting your chores done, doing your verbal judo worksheets with your parents, practicing karate, making healthy eating choices. You guys have lots of opportunities right now. Okay, Miss Stella, I see some character building sheets from you?
I got 7.
7, nice. Is that your chore sheet?
Yes.
Good job, good job. Everyone clap for Stella. Good job, Stella. All right, anybody else have character building sheets? Wave if you do.
Kalia.
Anybody? Aaron, you have some? And AJ, you have some?
So I have 7.
Mommy's counting.
Well, my mom is counting right now.
Okay. Okay, let me know how many you guys have, and we'll get you guys checked in for those. Good job. Miss Bree?
Kalia has 3.
Awesome. Good job, Kalia. Good job, good job. Kalia has 3. Very nice. Everyone clap for Kalia. Okay, and for AJ and Aaron and Ethan. Good job, you guys. Anybody else? Well, very good. Okay, so I think everyone is kind of up to date on what we have going on. We have all the seminars tonight. You can get on Zoom for those. We are doing the Facebook live stream. So you can always take virtual classes, just jump on during your normal class time and follow along with those. We are going to next week, this is the first time I'm announcing this, we are going to do 1 virtual class per day. So I'll get the details of that announced this weekend and get that out to everybody. But basically, I think like each day at 2:30, we'll do one of these Zoom meetings with a karate class. So maybe, I don't know which day is gonna be which, but we'll have 1 class each day. So like Monday will be a Tiger Dragon class. Tuesday will be a white and orange belt class. Wednesday will be a green belt class, and so on. And I'll give you guys the details of that, but that way we can be interactive and give some more specific feedback during class. All right. Well, I am excited. I thank you to everyone who came on today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys later this afternoon at 5:15 for the board breaking seminar.
Hey, Rachel, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
The newer white belts and stuff like that, I know some of them probably aren't on the Facebook page yet. Do they know to do this as well?
I just sent out, right as we were starting this, I sent out a text and an email. So anyone who's not in Facebook, I did send out the links for this. But yeah, thank you. I had the same thought this morning. I was like thinking everyone's in the Facebook group, and most of our people are.
Yeah.
but not everybody. So yeah, and some people don't have Facebook. So we are also going to, like, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the classes that we do, the Facebook Lives we can't, but some of the other classes that we do and the curriculum videos and stuff we're going to have on YouTube, so anyone who doesn't have Facebook can still access them there.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just wondering about them.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Jessie.
All right.
All right, well, bye, you guys. Any other questions?
I do.
Yeah.
Well, not questions, but I have the stars.
Oh, yay. Okay, how many do you guys have?
Ethan has 16 stars.
Woo!
Aaron has 13, and I have 9.
13 and 9. Very good, you guys. Good job. Good job. All right. Anyone else have any other questions? Okay. All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I will see you guys later. Have a great day, you guys.
You too. Bye.